Hello everybody on the YouTubes, welcome to episode 6 of Feed the Beast. Currently in the nether. While I was here I got a bit of netherrack, but there's two things I want to show you. The first one is a new game that you can play with your jetpacks. It's called Aerial Ghast Combat. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, come here. Especially when you hit their charges back at them and kill them. So, jetpack, one example of how it makes the game so much easier. That guy just got destroyed. Excuse me. Right, go away now. The second thing is, look how far away from the portal I am. Oh look. It's a nether fortress. Which Rob knew about, and he didn't tell me about. But somewhere in here there is a blaze spawner. I know I'm talking about episode 4 things, but that's because I've only, just uploaded episode 4 at the time that I've recorded this, because I had some Sony Vegas problems and it was just rendering a big bunch of the video completely black for no reason. And yeah, then the trial ran out anyway, so I couldn't render things. But now Sony Vegas Platinum 9, which is what I used to use, is fixed, so I'm back to normal. Look, blaze, right here, so close to the portal. I am kind of annoyed at Rob. Doesn't seem to be very active. Ooh, pretty torch. Those pretty torches, I didn't plan on talking about them, but you can make them out of sulfur or aluminum, I think. That's what aluminum was useful for. But yeah, that's it, a torch. So that's cool. Now, I need to get out of here. And unfortunately, I've already got lost. I'm sure I could find it. Oh. It's kind of sunny outside, so it's a bit difficult to see my man. Hello, yes, I needed you as well. No. Go away. The portal is around here somewhere. Yeah, so we're going to go back to my base now, because I've made a few little changes, and we are going to start working towards something, a nice big machine. Although which machine? At this exact point in time, I'm not entirely sure. And here we are back at home, which now has some glass in, just so I can say that I have actually done something to my base. I also stuck these on the walls. Oh yeah, of course, I've done lots of things to my base. All the machines have now been moved from here with my electric wrench. You want to know how to switch modes, whatever your mode switch key is in controls, hold shift and press that, I think. Okay, I've forgotten how to do it, but it's either in lossless mode or non-lossless mode, and you want it in lossless mode, because that guarantees that you can break a machine. Let's see. But yeah, everything's just been squidged over here to the MFE, which goes into a low voltage transformer, and then there's cables around the back that link everything up. Hopefully, soon we're going to have some medium voltage stuff coming off there. I assume that's what MFE stands for. I mean, couldn't really be anything else, could it? Yes, that is fudging. We don't have any other F words on this server. So there we go. Just pops off instantly when you right click. Although, some things use up a tiny amount of EU, some things use the whole wrench, and it's very annoying. But those two, what were they? Iron furnaces over here. They're now electric furnaces, which I swear I had some stuff in. I can't remember. But yeah, what I'm going to do is either build an industrial grinder or an industrial blast furnace, as that's pretty much all I talk about, really. And I think I'm going to go for the grinder purely because if I can get it early on, then I'm going, when I actually get ores and stick them in the grinder, I'm going to get so many more resources out of them from an early stage. That's kind of my style of playing strategy games. I always get the upgrades, as many upgrades as possible, before actually building or making anything, which doesn't always work. Like in Age of Empires or Settlers of Catan or something. Hopefully you know what they are. If you do, well done, you are my target audience. So, Industrial Grinder. It's a bunch of horrible, nasty things that it's going to take a long time to actually craft that. So let's take it in baby steps. We might not get it done this episode. First thing I want to make, as you just saw in my search bar, is an alloy furnace, not a blue electric one. I think this is added by Red Power. Wait, I've never really explained what red power is. It adds a bunch of kind of advanced redstone things, adds redstone logic gates in one block, and then a bunch of other really neat things. So go and look it up. It is a very good mod, just I don't have much use for it at the moment, and I've never actually built one of these before. But luckily I had some clay for whatever I did a few episodes ago. And I assume I can just stick them like that and get an alloy furnace. Now, this thing here, it is not actually necessary for what I'm going to be doing, but Rob showed me a very cool thing that you can do with it. If we take copper and tin, I think. Copper and tin normally means bronze. However, I think if you put them in the same ratio in an alloy furnace and you give it something to burn... kind of running out of coal. I thought I had a buttload, but I don't know where it's all gone. So, now, stick that in there. And hopefully this will turn it into brass. And the reason that brass is good is because I think 3 copper and 1 tin gives you 2 bronze, but it gives you 4 brass. And brass can be basically used as the same as bronze, so you're just getting more out of the stuff you make. I don't actually know how many times I need to do this, but need to do it a few. The reason I'm making brass is because of the other machine that I now want to make, which is called a rolling machine. This functions kind of in a similar way to the thermal expansion things like the pulverizer over the right side of my screen, or as in on the right side of this room anyway. It requires an engine, and it kind of presses metals together. It's kind of a very specific crafting table, so I need 4 pistons. We'll just let all those cook. Of course, I'm not prepared at all. And yes, I did make a pressure plate. No. Of course, I've got lots of lovely things in here now. Oh, I did have... I had a bunch of refined iron. I'm hoping it's in the project table. Because the grinder takes up a lot of iron. Like, a lot. Or refined iron, but you know, that is iron. So I need... to stop burping. I need 4 pistons. Pistons are something like this. Oh my gosh. No, okay. I panicked there. And then... what else was it? 4 iron crafting table. Okay, that's nice and easy. It's actually added by a mod called Railcraft, which completely changes the way that tracks are made, but it adds a bunch of stuff, which maybe I'll get into one day. Maybe. I don't really know, but it does make, like, making a rail difficult. So there we go. Unfortunately, I didn't think about how I'm going to actually power this. So I'm going to need an electrical engine, which means gears. I'm going to try and do this from memory. I've got a sheet for the grinder. I'll put that on screen now. Just so I know what to make, because it's so flippin' big. Anyway, gears. Need 2 of these for an engine. And then stern. And then tin, and this should allow me... oh, I need... wait. Oh yeah, I just used to pull my pistons. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, I was hoping that maybe I'd get the crafting recipe, like, correct the first time for once, but no. Silly new mouse. I'm beginning to not like the cord on the mouse. Just because it kind of presses up against my monitor and then springs back when I let go. Which is a bit stupid, but... lovely. And I have some cable. I'm going to stick this over here. Ooh. Getting a bit tight on room here. I'll just stick it in the floor so I can put a lever in front of it. Oh no. Yeah, by default, annoyingly, engines will face other engines as opposed to machines, which I think is a bit of a weird design. I'll just stick those in there. Are they on? Maybe I'll get it. Well, I came up here to get the crescent hammer, by the way. Yep. Right click. There we go. Off they go. Because I'm hoping this will act like a wrench, so I can turn the engine around, or otherwise there is no way to get it to face upwards. Ah, nuts. Right, emergency wrench building. Right. I now have my lovely new sparkly wrench, and I was just getting a bit confused, because if I go up to it and right click on it, nothing appears to be happening, but I think you have to actually give it somewhere to rotate to first, or it won't turn. Oop. So there we go, and obviously it only snaps to where you can, like, where it can actually be powering something. It's very clever. Levers. My FPS is a little bit low at the moment. Hopefully the engine will now be on. Come on! No! Huh. Okay, maybe if I stick stuff in the machine. Coal dust. Oh. Hang on. It's my pulverizer outputting things. Yeah, I've been pulverizing some coal. I'm going to need that later to make some advanced machine blocks, which are kind of cool. So the red, we were... Okay, there we go, now it won't output anything. This thing, this is where all this brass comes into play, and also when I went to the nether, I got some zinc. That's kind of useful, and I also need refined iron. Just grab some of this. So if we go into the rolling machine, this is what we've got. This little 3x3 thing, and this is the MJ-ometer, I suppose. Oh no. We don't want any of these things. We want mixed metal ingots, because when you compress these, you get advanced alloys, which are like a really important block. So the bog standard thing is to use refined iron and bronze and tin, but obviously I am replacing the bronze with brass, and the tin can be replaced with zinc, I think. Aha, I rhymed. So we'll make a few of these. It kind of acts like the project table in that it will always keep like one template worth of items, unless you click on it there and then it will make them. And there we go. Now, I don't understand why this isn't being powered. Oh, I know why, because I haven't put electricity in it. Hooray! Okay, this time. Obviously, it's not exactly the same interface as the thermal expansion stuff, but I think it accidentally looks similar. Come on, mixed metal ingots. Come on! Yeah! If I click on that, it will then make another one. So if I put these into my compressor, I'll just let it do that. MFE, how's it doing? Yeah, I did have it on like 300,000, and then I left the server alone for a while, and it went down to 0 for some reason. Oh no, meant to put it in the geothermal. Hopefully you can actually see what happens when you put several buckets into the geothermal generator. You can actually see that the little lava thing does actually go up. It becomes more apparent the more you put in. So I've now got 2 geothermals, just so like when I'm using up lots of power at a time, I can produce it at a faster rate, should I need to. So, woohoo, 2 advanced alloys. Right, that's pretty cool. I should probably make, I don't know, let's just make a bunch of these, even if I don't use them soon and have to end up getting more resources. I'm going to need a lot of them the further I go. So, what now? I think I can actually make some advanced machine blocks for you, because I've got so much coal dust. This the coal that you need is really annoying for this block, because you get coal dust. 4 of those gives you raw carbon fibers. I might as well just take all of those. And then 2 of those gives you a raw carbon mesh. So it's 8 coal per one of these. And then you need 2 of these per advanced machine block. So it's actually 16 coal per machine block, if I did all that correctly. And you put these in the compressor as well. And they give you little, I think, carbon plates, I think is what we're going to get. So this is why you really need a compressor. Because it just does a bunch of stuff from like various blocks from various mods. Come on. A very erratic MJ bar. Now, the reason I need some advanced machine blocks well, there's various reasons, but one of them is because you need to make casing for the industrial grinder. GregTech adds these casing blocks, so obviously you saw me look up the actual grinder block, but then I need 18 of these already. That's a flip ton of iron, and then 8 reinforced machine casing, and there's also advanced, but that's just ridiculous. I don't really need that yet. So I'm going to need some steel. I need 8 of these, so I think I've cut the steel, and this thing in the middle, advanced machine block, and then advanced circuits around the outside. So might as well get a few of those machine blocks. Now I'll work on the reinforced casing first, I suppose. Yeah, carbon plates. Come on, come on, come on. Give me 4, lovely. Ooh, excuse me, just burping off the microphone, carefully. I'll go and make 1, just so you can see what it's like, at least. Now. Oh. Should probably move that crafting table, keep going into it. So an advanced machine block is a bog standard machine block made out of refined iron. And then you need 2 of these. In roughly the shape like this, you can put these around. And then you get an advanced machine block. Woohoo! Unfortunately, I actually need to do that again. But, ooh. No, wait. Yeah, I'll make some circuits now. I need a ton of circuits. In fact, I think I need to make more circuits than I actually have copper, which is kind of unfortunate. Because copper doesn't actually appear really low down in the floor where my turtle is. That often, anyway. I think I've got all that rubber there. Right, a stack of copper cable. Let's see how far that goes. I made a bunch of electrum off camera, because I have lots of silver and gold. So, refined iron. Yeah, I did mean quite a lot of circuits. Not sure 18 is enough. I think 20 should do me more than enough, and it should last into the future a little bit. And some of these need to be advanced circuits. I think I need 4 advanced circuits. Hopefully I've got some lapis. Lapis? And glowstone. If you're low on lapis and glowstone, this is where the electrum really shines, because it saves on these other awkward resources. There we go. I think I've shown advanced circuits before. I actually need quite a few of these for all the machines. So look at all that electrum that I've just completely gone through there, and all that copper and all that rubber and stuff. This is what it's like when you really get into the mod. You just use up resources like there's no tomorrow. So steel, advanced, 2 advanced circuits, and advanced machine block, 4 reinforced machine casing. Woohoo. Hopefully, if I go over here, I can then carry on compressing these. Don't I have more carbon plates? Or are they in the project table? Yes. These really are a pain to make. Just because they take so long in the pulverizer. I'm back. Just had a little break there while all the machines were doing their stuff. Now I have my reinforced machine casing. Also went to get some water. See, I didn't have a nice source of water. Yes, Rob gave me a diamond ore. We kind of have a habit of leaving blocks in each other's bases and giving them names, because we're a bit weird. Ho ho ho. Now, I've got my reinforced casing. I need to work on my standard casing, which is just refined iron, in many different forms. I think it's refined iron, but I definitely need lots of machine blocks. I need to make the standard machine casing 4 times, because I need 18, but I do need a bunch of machine blocks for other things. Ooh. I didn't think it would use up that much refined iron. Oh dear. Right, you know what? I'm just going to turn all of my iron into refined for now. I think this episode, there's no way I'm going to get around to making the grinder at all. Yeah, not a chance. So, see what I can do. Definitely can't make it 5 times. Electric circuits. Woohoo! Standard machine casing. I am kind of glad that I'm building a grinder instead of a blast furnace at the moment, because the blast furnace needs 34 standard casing, and I just don't have the iron for that. Luckily, I have just about scraped through. Conveniently, I need just another 6. Woohoo. There we go. The reason I got water is because... Did I literally just talk about this? I've got some water anyway. So I'm probably going to embed the grinder in the wall. The grinder's an interesting... Whoa, what? What? Wait! Where'd you come from? Not a hole in my base, as far as I'm aware. Right. Skeleton hacks. Anyway, I think I was saying that the grind is kind of an unusual block in that you can actually place multiple industrial grinder blocks like around the 3x3 thing that you have to build out of the casing, whereas most machines you can only have one. But I'm probably only going to need one for now. Obviously, if I run out of space I can just dig around here, and this is only my temporary base anyway. That skeleton just cutting off all my power like that. So, I'm not sure I ever got onto the water point either. Ah, what am I doing? Wait a minute. BRB. Ooh, just giving myself a bit of a panic attack. The reinforced casing doesn't go on the bottom and the top. That's why I've got all this standard casing. Okay, standard, reinforced, and running out of room. Wow, 6 blocks mined with no lag. Casing goes there, water goes there. Look at that lovely watercolour. Isn't that just so inviting? So, there we go. I now theoretically have an industrial grinder. I just need to actually make it. But that's complicated. We'll do that next episode. For now, I want to go and experiment with something. Rob gave me some transformation powder. I have absolutely no idea what this does, but I think he told me to find a mob and right click on it, I think. I don't know if this works with hostile mobs. Hello. No, I think I need a sheep or a ram or a cow or something. Maybe an ocelot, but they can be a bit difficult to catch. I assume this stuff's from the Twilight Forest, because Rob seems to spend a lot of time there, but I don't know what it does. I just vaguely remember seeing like a cow or a sheep or something over here. Yeah, I can show off the derpy village as well. Oh my gosh. Wow, it turned into a ram, I think, or a goat or something. That's cool. I don't really know what these do. I know that they exist. Huh. Well, isn't that just lovely? There you go. You can turn sheep into rams. Is any sheep? Well, I'll save this powder and maybe do some funny stuff with it some other time. But check out this awesome village. Just... what on earth was going on here with the world generation? I think there were like 2 testificates hiding over here in this house, which is made of really trippy wood. But apparently they've wandered off, and they were custom testificates because some mods had a few more testificates, I believe. That's a shame that they've now vanished. Hello? Yeah. Well, this is a hell of a doorway. Hello. Well, there we go. That's the conclusion of episode 6. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, we will make that industrial grinder. Bye.